So this is DK from AVING. So today I invited Geekspin and Novilab for their interview session today. So this is Helena Stone from Geekspin, and this is Kelly Kim from Nuvilab. And so please welcome each other. Right, so I hope Nuvilab will gain more interest.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Helena.
Okay, so I hope Nuvilab will gain more interest in the upcoming CES through Geekspin. So Kelly will present the company and product for 10 minutes, then Helena will ask questions. So when there are 5 minutes left in the session, I will comment on the chat. So please proceed your presentation, Mr. Kim.
Okay. Helena, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. It's very nice to meet you, Helena. My name is Kelly. I'm a marketing and sales leader of Novilab. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to introduce our Novilab solution. We help cafeteria managers reach their zero waste goals and provide satisfying meals. Novilab established in 2018, and we received the CES 2021 Innovation Award in Healthcare and Sustainability, and many other awards in various competitions. We recently achieved $8 million US investment, which is Series A. Food waste is the main culprit of global warming, which accounts for about 9% of all carbon emissions. And the food price is soaring every year for rising food and material costs. In addition, strong regulations put the pressure on companies to reduce food waste, but they are struggling to streamline operation costs and minimize food waste, but it is very hard to do it. Our scanner automatically analyzes the type and the amount of food served, as well as eaten or left by users, so that cafeteria managers can figure out the user's preference on each menu. Because it also records the type and the amount of prepped food, it helps to optimize the quantity of food material when they're ordering them. Eventually, it helps to reduce food waste and food material cost. We use a standard scanner, auto scanner in cafeteria, canteens, and restaurants. Mobile scanner is used targeting B2C. We provide the most effective way to optimize cafeteria operations through using insightful data collected through our AI food scanner. We innovate the way of the kitchen operation system, which currently heavily rely on the manager's own experience, which may bring in inaccuracies. Most food waste are generated from overprepped food and plate waste, and they occur because of lack of data of a predicting number of daily users and identifying users' preferences. As we collect individual consumption data by scanner, they can identify users' preferences on each menu, and they can reduce 30% of overprepped food. And our dashboard displays the reduced amount of greenhouse gas in real time. Whenever it detects zero waste plate, users can figure out how much they contribute to reduce carbon emissions. So it leads to reduced plate waste by 42%. Through analyzing the amount and the kind of food consumed during a meal, we provide users with their personal intake nutritional information if their users scan their plate before and after eating, after they are personally paired to our technology. We are developing the B2C targeting app, which provides all intake nutritional information if the user take the picture of before and after the meal. Our scanner does not need a scale to measure the weight of food waste, unlike other competitors. Mere scanning can detect both amount and the type of food waste, so it needs less space and it is easy to learn. Our solution is being operated over 70 locations in B2B and B2C segments in Korea. We work with administration of national defense, schools, corporates like Samsung Electronics, SK Telecom, other big department stores in Korea. Also, we introduce our programs to Microsoft, Nestle, and many other global food service companies. Let me explain more about our Nuvilab exhibition in CES 2023. It is our first exhibition as an independent booth, 1,500 square feet, which is very large. And we are going to present two solutions using Nuvilabs AI and big data technology. First program is reducing food waste solution. Especially, food waste are categorized into three domains of trim waste, overpriced food, and leftovers. First, for the trim waste and overpriced food waste, we will present how our solution will effectively help the kitchens to reduce them through our technology, and visitors can find out how our solution helps track and manage food wastes and provide meaningful data, food data analysis. And for the leftover waste, visitors can experience through our visualized dashboard how much they actually contributed to reduce carbon emission by leaving less leftovers. This function will motivate the end users to leave less food behind. Second program is a healthcare solution. As I presented, we can provide intake data of nutritional information if they are paired to our technology. With this technology, we are going to present how users can manage their eating habits in their everyday life, especially effective for children and seniors with chronic disease such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Also, we are going to provide it as an API targeting B2B service. And we are going to showcase our mobile app duped 50 BPM. The app will provide individual intake nutritional information by simply providing the food picture via mobile device before and after the meal. This app is going to be launched next year, and we expect this service will take an innovative lead in healthcare market. Thank you.
Well, thanks for that overview. Food waste is obviously a huge issue right now, and especially now that food costs are rising around the world. There's even more of a need to address this. So my understanding, I mean, because as you're going through the slides, it was a little fast. You have three different scanners. One is a mobile phone. If I could take a look at that, that'd be great. Okay, so you have the stand scanner, the auto scanner, and the mobile scanner.
Yes.
The stand scanner, I assume, is like someone in like someone to use in a cafeteria. The mobile scanner, I assume, is someone just on their own to use it with their own phone. What is the use case for the auto scanner?
Yes, in Korea, stand scanner is used in schools and in military service. I mean, in military camp. So the users have to scan their plate. I mean, they have to change their behavior when they return their plates in the return zone. So they have to scan their plates in stand scanner, but auto scanner. Usually, big corporates, cafeteria have their conveyor belt in their return zone. So the users don't have to scan their plates. All they have to do is just return their plates in their conveyor belts. Then, if we deploy our auto scanner on top of the conveyor belt, that this scanner automatically catch the every plates and analyze the leftovers. So that means that the users don't have to change their behavior to scan their plates.
Okay, so
It's more useful and very easy.
So you said the auto scanner, you said it was not used on a conveyor belt?
Yes.
Okay, so does that mean that like obviously someone takes a tray of food off of the conveyor belt and then they put it back on to the conveyor belt when they're done. Okay.
So yeah, this picture is how our auto scanner catch the plates.
Okay. I see. Okay.
To, if I can pitch in a little bit. So the biggest difference between the stand scanner and the auto scanner is the dynamic aspect of it. So it basically prevents bottleneck effect. When a huge number of people come in, and then there's going to be a bottleneck. Every single individual has to manually scan the tray. So any type of conveyor belts or any type of ways that is standardized for each trays to be scanned, and they can be scanned on the move, so it prevents the bottleneck.
Okay, so I got it. Okay. Okay, so next question. I'm hearing lots of different use cases that you've already been using these devices in the cafeteria, military, but in these environments, is this mandatory for people to do?
No, actually not. But the operator have to show how our solution can reduce food waste. Then the users voluntarily scan their plates to reduce food waste. I mean that it is not mandatory.
Okay.
But
so
it motivates people to leave less food waste through our solution.
I mean, I would imagine.
But for the auto scanner, they don't have to scan their plates to the scanner. So it is not mandatory, but it naturally it catches the plate image, and then our scanner can analyze all the things. So it is not mandatory, but it happens every time.
Okay. And I mean, so obviously the scanners, they seem to be not the mobile scanner, but the other two scanners, they seem to be suitable for cafeteria environments. What about non-cafeteria environments? How do you see the solution being used in like a restaurant setting?
Yeah. In that case, as I presented in CES page, through our scanner, there are two usages. I mean, in the kitchen and in the hall. So in the restaurants, maybe the like buffet restaurant, there is always server who get all the leftovers from the guests. So whenever they throw away the leftovers, they can scan the plates, and then they can see the guest preferences on each menu, and then they can adjust the data when they design the menu or adjusting the recipes. That happens can be in the hall, but in the kitchen, as I presented, our scanner can provide data of trim waste and overpriced food. So in also kitchen, they can use that data to reduce food waste, and also to reduce the costs in terms of our data.
Got it. Okay. Do you foresee now? I mean, obviously, privacy is always an issue with everything.
Yeah, right.
Everything digital. Now,
right.
I don't I don't remember ever hearing someone complain about like, don't take a photo of my food. But do you still foresee issues with privacy? Because maybe some people don't want to share, don't want it shared what they have eaten and what they haven't eaten.
Right. But you know, in Korea, when it comes to the privacy issue, that means the face and their individual identities. But for the food, we don't have any issues about privacies in Korea. But for the healthcare solution that I presented before, there is of course there is a privacy issue, because that every individual have to be paired to our technology. Then of course we got an agreement from them, and also we have all the solutions to resolve that kind of privacy issues.
Okay, so in other words, you can adapt around it, right? Because like I would imagine that someone at a restaurant, they don't want, like, maybe they don't care that you're taking a photo of what was left over, but they don't want it to be associated with them, right? Like, I feel like personally that would creep me out. Like, I would be I'd be happy to contribute to the cause. I want to help minimize food waste, but I don't want that tray being attributed to me somewhere. So that's, as long as there's solutions to work around that, that's I think what's important. And that's what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So next question is, you've mostly talked about Korea. Has this been used in the US in any way?
Yeah, we are not US, but we introduced our solution to the companies in US, and they are very interested in our solution, and we are still we are still having a discussions about how we can operate our solutions. And we have one of the hospitals in Singapore. They wanted to analyze the patient's intake nutrition and information. So we are concluded to implement a POC for 2 months next year. This is very good. And yeah, we are still exploring the opportunity to work with overseas companies and overseas any organizations.
So for the immediate future, you're really targeting businesses and enterprise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you foresee expanding past that anytime soon? To just consumers?
Yes. As I presented in CES page, we prepared app for a long time, and we are going to launch it. We are going to launch it maybe next year.
Okay, so the app is designed for consumers.
Yes, B2C.
Okay. All right. I would say do you have any videos that you could share with me also? That would be very helpful. Do you guys, you don't have to play it right now, but just if you could send that over as well.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
We have lots of videos, some interviews from our client's side, and also some how we manage our solutions in the schools and corporate cafeterias.
Great, that would be very helpful. How many people approximately have you, like, how many scans have you had to date?
How many individual scans, or how many individual people?
Scans, let's say scans.
Scans.
Number of scans a day, you mean?
I mean, you could do a day general. I'm curious to understand, like, how much testing has been done.
Maybe we can say that average cafeteria users per day is 500 people in Korea, and we are operating our solution like 70 locations. So that means that 70 multiple 500,
Okay.
That would be a lot.
So I mean a day, and also for the big data point of view, we collect other food images in all kinds of platforms and from everything. So we are still collecting the food big data, food images and food data.
So just to clear up the picture a little bit, when we talk about food scan, we don't only talk about what food is on the tray. So we have different imageries, different data that we need to collect in order to enhance accuracy. So including all that individual scans and food item analysis, I would say hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands today. Okay. So, and you mentioned last question, you mentioned the API.
Yeah, right.
So are you planning on selling this API? Like, is the API essentially there for people to use the technology to scan the food, or is the API there so people can plug into the data that you've been collecting? Or is it both?
Yeah, I mean, in Korea, some insurance companies are developing their app for targeting healthcare. So, and they have lots, I mean, they are collaborating lots of solutions in solutions of healthcare, and analyzing intake nutritional information. Solution is our app is only solution in Korea. So we can provide our solution to them, and they can adjust our solution to their app. And then if the user take the picture before and after the meal, and that image will be sent to our server, and we can analyze it, and then we provide that data to our clients, for example, like insurance company, and then they can show the result to their users. So that kind of system.
Okay, so you're essentially offering the technology for the scanning.
Yes.
With
yes.
the API. Okay.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. And I imagine that that's something that you could easily do in the US as well.
Right.
Is to give out that technology.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. No, that is all the questions I have for now. Looking forward to whatever videos you have to share with me as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And good luck with the project. It's it's very, very worthwhile.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. I think
Okay, so thanks for the interpretation. So you can exit to from the session and as is concluded.
all right. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a good day.